Well, the Youth Assembly is a program under the Youth Services Unit, which is a department under our ministry, and it's a group of young people representing all the high schools on the island who have been nominated by their schools to represent their schools on the Youth Assembly. They meet on a really regular basis, and one of the main things that they do are some position papers. So every year the group selects 2 topics that they want to get together and research and write position papers on. So recently we had the pleasure of meeting with the Youth Assembly representatives, and they're an incredibly impressive group of young people, and they presented to the Minister and myself and members of the National Youth Commission their position papers from the last 2 years.
Oh, we were very impressed as young people, all still in high school, of their level of maturity, their experience, the research they've done. And some of them were quite young as well, some 13, 14 years old in the first year of the Assembly, but very, very enthusiastic about the issues that they've looked at, and produced, excellent work. Seeing that we've learned that they've done a lot of research in depth in terms of the work, looking at the issues, and produced positions that obviously again are relevant. That because it's looking at it from their perspective as young people. As I said earlier, that we've taken that work and used it in creating and revising the youth policy very recently.
Well, Youth Assembly is a coalition of both public and private schools on the island who come together on Thursdays. We meet at the John Gray campus, and what we do is we work together on issues relevant to the youth nowadays, and we try to find solutions to put forward to government. So it's a group of children who really come together with a purpose of basically bettering life for other children in the Cayman Islands. Some examples of the issues we've dealt with actually quite recently was last year we worked on depression papers, depression relevant within the Cayman Islands, so that includes Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. We took a trip over there at some point to talk with students about depression, because we know children here know it's an issue within the community, and that's not necessarily true to the upper echelons of government. They might not necessarily know. So we worked with gathering information and bringing it forth to really let the public know what's going on and what's going on with us, so we can, intentionally get things better for us as a whole.
Well, each year in Youth Assembly we identify 2 problems or issues in our community which we think the youth are facing, and this year we identified youth advocacy and bullying. So myself and Nigel Parry, we both came up with a survey that we wrote because we wanted to get the youth's input. We thought this was very important to collect data from them so we know how they feel and what we can do to help them. So when we created this survey, we also got help from the NDC, which guided us along on data entry and data analyzation. We also got public and private schools to complete the survey in both Grand Cayman and Cayman Brac.
For the Youth Assembly, each September we start the process in terms of membership. We visit the schools, encourage young people to take part, because of course the more young people who are involved the better it is, or the easier it is to get the message that young people are here, they're concerned, they're not just about what's in it for them. They want to make things better. So every September we visit the schools. If you're interested in being involved in the Youth Assembly, please do feel free to contact me at the Youth Services Unit. It's melanie.bryan@gov.ky.